Yoga with Nadine. I hope you're all well. We're going to start by slowing everything down, noticing our seat, our position here, our little space in time and on earth. So whether today you're sitting cross-legged, kneeling, using a block to prop yourself up, maybe if today you're feeling a little bit sore and you've got a cushion or a blanket underneath your hips just to lift up the hips a little bit. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're just sitting here and you're ready to go and everything is good for you. So just take that time. Have a little sway here side to side through the hips, maybe moving the flesh of the seat bones. And just take a little time, feel like a little song, a little ritual here of slowing everything down, maybe rocking backwards and forwards, noticing how it feels here through the glutes, through the seat bones, through the hip creases. Just taking a little moment, a little ditty here, to just really release everything here. You're taking this time to carve out for yourself, for your self-care. Maybe you've been rushing this morning, maybe you've got things on your mind that you know you've got to do after this, but just maybe try and just carve out this time for yourself. Just concentrate on this time for you. And then when you've got yourself into a really nice comfortable seat, start to stack up through the spine as we do head over heart, heart over pelvis. Tuck the tailbone under slightly, and as you do so, start to bring the belly button towards the spine. A slight contraction here in the abdominal area. Grow tall up through the spine. Feel those vertebrae lengthening, the space between them lengthening. As you grow tall through the spine, inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze them as tight as you can. And as you exhale, drop the shoulders behind you and exhale down the back body. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back body, heavy with those elbows towards the floor. Inhale, shoulders up towards the ears. If you wish to close your eyes, that's good for you. And as you exhale, send the shoulders to the back of the room and then slowly slide them down the back body. We're going to do two more like this. Inhale, really squeeze those shoulders up towards the ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as you exhale, really roll the shoulders back and down. Releasing here. Once more, inhale, squeeze up to the ears. Can you get them any higher? Squeeze them any higher. And when that exhale comes, take those shoulders to the back of the room and then roll them down the back, releasing here. Dropping the shoulders away and just release the breath. And just return to that natural breath. Feel those hips release a little bit more. Maybe those knees drop a little bit more towards the earth. Inhale, lift the chin to the sky. Draw a line with the nose to the sky. Feel that opening through the throat. And as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Draw a line with the nose all the way to the floor. Feel that nice drop through the shoulder blades. Shoulders a little bit more away from the ears. Inhale, nose to sky. Exhale, nose to ground. Each time feeling heavier with the shoulders, the elbows, the hips, the knees. Once more, inhale, nose to sky. Exhale, nose to ground. Reset the head over heart, heart over pelvis. And inhale, start to look over to the right side. Feel the stretch down the left side of the neck. As you exhale, bring the nose all the way through center, coming over to the left side. So just a straight line drawing with that nose across the room from the left to the right. Inhale at the right, and as you exhale, coming back to the left. Inhaling through center. Exhale, straight back to the other side. Tuck those shoulders down. Feel that stretch in the neck. Once more, inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Bring the hands to the sternum, thumbs to sternum, hands to heart center, prayer here. Anjali Mudra. Drop those elbows down, lift those shoulders down and back. Tuck the tailbone nice and strong. Take a breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, lift the palms to the sky, lift high. And as you exhale, twist to the left, right hand, left knee. Inhale, grow tall through the spine. Exhale, journey into your twist, looking over the left shoulder. One more breath here. Inhale, right, try and push the belly out here as you take that breath all the way down to the center. And as you exhale, belly to spine, journey deeper into the twist. We're going to inhale again all the way up to the sky, lifting fingers to the sky. And as you exhale, twist to the right, left hand, right knee. Inhale, lengthen through spine, push that belly out, take the breath all the way down to the belly. And as you exhale, belly to spine, twist a little bit deeper, looking over the right shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, grow tall. Push the breath down, push that belly out. Exhale, journey into the twist, pulling the belly button into the spine, dropping the shoulders from the ears. Inhale, both palms to the heavens. Exhale, bring them hands through heart center, dropping the chin to the chest. Inhale, send the palms out towards me. Flex those fingers to the face. Flex the fingers to the sky. So push the heel of the hand towards me. Lift the shoulders up to the ears. Roll them back and down as we did in the beginning. Really set them down the back body. Tuck the tailbone under. Check that the tummy doesn't push forward and you've started to get nice a dip in the back. So really lengthen through the spine again. Inhale, fingers to sky. Exhale, fingers to the floor. Pause here at the moment. Feel that nice stretch in those wrist creases. Inhale, fingers to sky. Exhale, fingers to floor. Inhale to sky. Push the heels to me. Really active here. Feel that chest activate. Exhale, fingers to floor. Once more here. Inhale, fingers to sky. Exhale, fingers to floor. Stay here. Take the right hand to the left fingers and gently pull the left fingers in towards the body. Feel that stretch deepen here into that wrist crease. Notice how that feels here. And then flip the palm up, bringing the fingers towards the face, pushing the heel of the hand away. Nice, using that breath to bring those fingers a little closer to that forearm. And then release, twist off that left wrist. Other side. Take the left fingers to the top of the right fingers. Bring them towards the face to start with this time. A little strong. If you've noticed you've bent your elbow and it's coming in, try and push that out again. Push the heel and lift through. Inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the fingers to the floor. Bring the palm in. Feel that stretch. Notice where you press. If you press on the fingers, it's a different stretch. Do if you press on the back of the hand. Try again not to let that elbow bend. Try and keep it nice and straight and lots of energy through that shoulder. Notice how that feels. Notice if one side feels different to the other. And then take a wrist through both hands. Maybe take the hands together and give them a roll side to side. Lovely. So from here, take the hands out again. And as you're doing so, start to tip forward, rolling over the knees if that's open to you, and coming through to all fours. So we're going to do a little bit more wrist stretches here because we haven't done it for a little while and it's so important to strengthen. So spread the hands really wide. Spin the index fingers to the top of the mat and the thumbs towards the kind of the center of the mat. And then when the hands are on the mat, check your setup as always. Wrist under elbow, elbow under shoulder. And then when you've got that really strong base of support here, feel like you're corkscrewing the hands. So you're trying to twist the hands. So like pretend you've got a jam jar in your right hand and you're trying to turn the lid to the right. And with the left hand, you're trying to turn it to the left. So you're trying to spin them round so you bring the elbow creases to the top of the mat. So really kind of feel like corkscrewing those hands into the mat. As you're doing so, you're pushing stronger into the mat, pushing up, and then pushing up into the shoulders at the same time. So it's a really strong base of support. So every time you come to all fours, not just kind of nice and right, okay, I'm here, but you're feeling you're really actively screwed into the ground, so to speak. Knees under hips, toes untucked, belly button towards spine, tuck the tailbone under slightly. So we're going to do 4 cat-cows here. Inhale, drop the belly to the floor. Really let the belly hang, let the chin and the chest come through, looking forward. Feel that nice stretch in the lower back. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, pushing up into cat stretch. Really push into the shoulders, tuck the tailbone, and try and bring those hip points towards the face, really tucking it under. Push hard into the tops of the feet in the mat. And we're flowing. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. As you're pushing into cat, push into the hands, corkscrew those hands. Inhale, drop belly. Exhale, tuck and push, cat. Once more, inhale, drop belly. Exhale, tuck and push, cat. Inhale, neutral spine. So nice, and check your setup again, everything is nice and strong. And take the back of the right palm to the mat. Really spread those fingers wide, try and get everything on the mat. And then notice where that elbow crease is. Is that right elbow crease facing the left arm? If so, try and spin it round to the front, to the top of the mat. So you're trying to take the elbow crease to the top of the mat. Don't worry if it doesn't go, just notice it's not pushing out to the sides. So just gently, use the weight on the left hand in the mat to take the pressure off. Now this may feel really, really strong straight away in the wrist. It is a really super strong stretch here. So notice how it feels. At any point, release it, twist it, release, and come back in. So maybe this is enough. Maybe this is absolutely ample for your wrist. But if you want a little bit more and you can't feel any stretch here, just gently inhale, look forward to the end of the mat. And as you exhale, just send the hips back so they come towards the heels. But try not to let that hand lift up. I'll turn around to the front. So you want to keep it completely flat on the mat, elbow crease in, look forward, and then send it back. If it lifts up, just keep here in all fours. So nice and strong, just using the breath, releasing it here. 2 more full breaths. Remember, twist off if any point you need to. 1 more, and then release the wrist. Super strong strength there. So other side, right hand to mat, left hand, flip. Same thing, other side. Check if that elbow crease is pointing to the right. If so, roll it round, try and send it to the front of the mat. Inhale, look forward, exhale, send the weight back in the hips. We're really flushing all of this stuff in the wrists here. Inhaling, exhaling. I don't know about you, but it was much stronger and sorer on my right hand, being my dominant hand, than it is on the left. It may be different for you, everybody's different. So just notice that, be aware of that. Take 1 more full breath here, and then exhale, maybe journey back into that stretch. Release it, twist it, sit back on the heels, twist, shake, whatever you need. And just feel that flushing here happening in those wrists. Good. So we've taken the back of the hand to the mat, nice and strong. Now we're going to spin those fingers round. So we're going to turn the fingers towards the knee, elbow crease again to the front of the mat. Slightly different stretch here. Inhale, nose to the end of the mat. Exhale, sink the bottom back. So again, keep the wrist on the floor at all times. Same thing, and then you're taking the weight back. Notice the stretch up the forearm here. Inhaling, exhale, send the weight back. Inhale, exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhale, exhale, sink back. Pause here, really push the palm onto the floor. And then just release the wrists, give it a shake. Woo! That hand is done, you'll be pleased to know. I know we take a little time doing this, but we don't really do it often enough. And we need to super strengthen our wrists. As I've said before many times, normally people end up having to give up yoga because they've damaged their wrists. So, top of the hand to the mat, fingers to knees, spin the elbow crease to the front on the left side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, send it back. Feel that stretch here. So here, this is good. On the other side it was easier, now this is stronger on this side. So it's all different, it doesn't make any sense, no rhyme or reason, but just being aware. Inhaling, exhale, send it back. 2 more, inhale forward, exhale, send it back. Last time, inhale forward, really spread those fingers wide. Exhale, sink it back. Release, shake. Take those hands together, give them a roll, give them a flick, whatever feels good for you. Maybe give them a little wiggle. Just feel those hands and wrists tingling here. Super strong. And then come back to all fours. Yes, you're saying, come on, get off those wrists. We are coming off those wrists very soon. So from here, reset your all fours position. Again, spin the elbows to the front of the mat, pushing up through the shoulders, tuck the tailbone, belly to spine, and then tuck those right toes, send that right heel back. Feel that stretch in the calf, and then maybe soar forward and back. Feel that all into those 5 toe points here on the floor. And then try and get equal weight through both hands. So I know you're rolling slightly, maybe to the left, so try and roll the hips back so they're square towards the mat. Trying to engage through the core by tucking the tailbone under, pull the belly to the spine, and then feel those upper ribs coming down, like crunching all into the center. Inhale here, and as you exhale, reach those left fingers forward, thumb to the sky, little finger to the floor. Push up and away with that right hand so you don't crash down onto the right side. Inhale here, pushing to the top of the left foot, lift the right leg to the sky. So flex the foot, push the heel away, lift the knee, everything is strong. You may already start to feel a shake and start to feel some heat coming, and we just move into one position here. Tuck the tailbone, belly to spine. Inhale, reaching the fingers and the heel away. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Little crunch, lift it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Squeeze it up, lift it up. Release hand. Bring the knees as wide as the mat, toes to touch. Sink back, extended child's pose. Reach the fingers to the end of the mat and maybe flex those hands, so fingers to the sky. Feel that if it's a nice stretch for you here in those palms. Rest the forehead to the mat and just sink into those hips. Maybe take a little sway with those hips. Notice how that feels. And releasing that pressure here in the wrists, just to release until we come to the other side. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, push the hands back into the mat. Exhale, pushing up, reset all fours. So nice and strong, really pushing those hands into the mat, nice and strong and away. Inhale, belly to spine. Exhale, set up. Tuck the left toes under, push the left heel back. So feel, make sure all those toe pads are on the mat. Sometimes little toes are forgotten. So really check they're on the mat, and then check those hips and nice train tracks here. So everything is strong on the hips. Maybe soar forward and back with the nose. Activating and pushing that heel back so you can feel it in that left calf. Pushing up and away with both hands so it's nice and strong, we're equal weight through the shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. Pause the rocking here, reach forward with the right hand, thumb to sky, little finger to the floor. Drop the shoulders away from the ears and push up and away from the mat, belly to spine connection. Top of that right foot, push down strong into the mat. Inhale to prepare, Exhale, lift that left heel. Reach as far as you can, push the heel back, fingers coming towards me. Inhaling, lengthening as much as you can. Exhale, knee to elbow. And then lift the knee up to the navel, squeeze the foot to the glute. Inhale, lengthen, push, lengthen. Exhale, crunch, squeeze it. Slowly, inhale, lengthen. Push up and away from the mat with the left hand. Exhale, crunch. Try not to bend too much on that left side. Inhale, lengthen. Real lengthen here. Exhale, crunch. Squeeze it. Last time. Inhale, lengthen. Reach, push away. And exhale, knee to mat, hand to mat. Twist off left wrist. Strong. Okay. Walk those hands a little bit further away from you. Again, corkscrew the hands, elbow creases to the top of the mat. Tuck the toes, peel the knees up and back, downward facing dog. So really push the weight back and away, so you're taking the pressure off the wrists. Lift the seat bones to the sky, soften the belly to the thighs, drop the shoulders from the ears, and breathe here. Take a pedal through those feet if that feels good for you. Noticing how that feels. Waking up here, breathing and taking that belly all the way, the breath down all the way to the belly. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm going to do one more, just strengthening a little bit more. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend that knee and bring the foot to the glute. So it looks like you're standing like a stalk. So the foot is coming up to the glute, knee to knee, squeezing and pushing into the hands into the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Try not to roll the hips to the left, square them round so equal weight through the hands. Release the foot to the mat, have a pedal. So it's like a little flamingo or a little pike stance. Here, we're going to switch sides, so drop that right heel to the floor. Inhale, bend that left knee. So knees in line with the right, foot to glute, pushing strong, lifting, activating through the shoulders, really strong through the shoulders now. Inhaling and exhaling. One more, inhale, exhale, foot to floor. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees in the center of the mat. Slide the hands all the way down towards the feet, flip the palms, top of the palms to the mat, and bring the head to the forehead, releasing those shoulders away from the ears. So it's slow, but it's strong. And just feel the tingling in the hands, releasing all that stress and tension through the wrists, and just releasing the hands and the fingers, the wrists, the forearms, the shoulders. Let them all fall away. 2 more breaths here, inhaling. Maybe rock through the third eye if that's good for you. And exhaling. Last full breath here, inhaling. And exhaling. Slide the hands underneath the shoulders. And then push yourself all the way up to all fours once more. Tuck the toes. And then push the heels back so that you're coming into low plank position. So strong again. If you want to drop to half plank, absolutely fine, drop to the knees to the mat. But if not, tuck the tailbone under, belly to spine connection. Long line from crown to the tail, pushing up through the shoulders. Push the heels back, lift the kneecaps. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. You can either drop to the knees or roll the elbows into the ribs, and we're going to lower all the way to the floor, slowly letting those elbows brush against the ribs. Untuck the toes. Inhale, little baby cobra. Feel that nice stretch in the lower back. Exhale, roll into the mat. Inhale, mummy cobra. A little bit higher this time. Drop the shoulders from the ears. Exhale, roll into the mat. Feel like you're catching a wave. Inhale, cobra, lift up. Don't yank it too much. Drop the shoulders. Inhale, looking over the right shoulder. Exhale, Inhale, looking over the left. Exhale through center and rolling all the way back down to the mat. Tuck the toes under, hands under the shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, come up to plank. Strong. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Have a pedal, have a sway. Breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Drop the left heel to the mat. Inhale, right leg to sky. Three-legged dog. Roll the hip down, send the right little toe towards the floor. Inhale, lift it higher. Exhale, knee to nose. Really make sure those shoulders come over those wrists as you crunch up here. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, tap left elbow, come across the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tap right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger's tail. Open the hip, looking underneath that right armpit. Really let that right knee go to the sky, right foot to the left glute. And then inhale here as you exhale, bring the knee all the way through to the nose and step through between the hands. Push the hips forward, low lunge, long line, looking forward. Inhale here. As you exhale, drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, interlace the fingers at the top of the mat. Exhale, bring them on top of that right thigh. So scissor the hips here. Lift up. Nice and strong here. Tuck the tailbone. And then with an inhale, sweep forward, up and back. Open that big beach ball. So I'm going to spin to the front just to see. So you can open those big beach ball arms here. Nice and strong. Inhale, open. Maybe lift the chest, pinch the shoulder blades together, coming into a slight little back bend here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, look forward, looking forward. Exhale, tuck the toe, lift the back knee. Inhale, look forward, left hand to mat. Inhale, right hand to sky. Push the hips, twist. Breathe here. Inhale here. Exhale, hand to mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the back foot in, halfway. Come into pyramid legs. So both toes are facing the top of the mat. Scissor the right hip back, roll the left forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bow and fold. Maybe walk those hands a little bit further out if that feels good for you. Notice how it feels in that right glute. One more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, look forward, bend the front knee, step that back leg back out again, low lunge. Inhale here, exhale, step back to plank. Elbows into the ribs, knees or toes, chaturanga slowly. Up dog or cobra. Beautiful. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Right heel to the mat. Inhale, left leg to sky. Lift high, squeeze high. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch up, check the stacking of the shoulders. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, come across the body, tap the right elbow, squeeze it. Up and back, three-legged dog. Coming through, stacking the left elbow, tap, 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 all the way up and back, three-legged dog. Inhale here, exhale, tiger's tail. Open the hip, feel that lovely stretch in that left hip flexor. Breathing here, inhale here, exhale, roll the knee all the way through to the nose. Squeezing up and step through between the hands. Inhale, look forward, push the hips towards the mat. Long neck, long neck. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, drop the back knee, untuck the toes. So check your nice setup here. And then take those fingers to the front of the mat, interlace the fingers, and then bring them up using the core to place them on top of that left thigh. So set the hips here. Check that you're nice and scissored here. Scissor the hips, lift up through the centre line. Tuck the tailbone to lengthen up through the spine. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Really nice, strong, feeling it into the top of that right hip flexor. Really strong here. Release the hands. Inhale, sweep forward, up and open into your big beach ball. Lift the chest, pinch the shoulders. Gaze to the sky. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale. Hands to the mat. Inhale, look forward and exhaling. Inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, nice and strong. Really push the heel back. Right hand to mat. Inhale, left hand to sky. Open up, sink the hips, feel that nice twist there through the lower back. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, hand to the mat. Inhale, look forward, step that back leg in halfway, pyramid legs on the other side. So my leg doesn't straighten at the moment, so if that's you as well, just keep a gentle bend in that knee. But lifting up through that right seat bone and the left seat bone lengthening. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale, bow and fold. Once more, inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale, bow and fold. Bend that front knee, step the right leg all the way back out again, low lunge. Inhale here, exhale, hands to mat, step back to plank. Elbows in, knees or toes, chaturanga, you choose, slowly lower. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. If you need to drop into child's pose, please do. If not, reset the breath here in your dog. Maybe release the breath through the mouth, let go of any tension, any stress, any worries, any heat that you no longer need. And just slow everything down. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Really lift that foot up. As you exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Squeeze it in. Step through between the hands. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale. Inhale, reach that right hand all the way up and back and behind. Reach behind you, push through and up and away with that left hand in the mat. Inhale, keep the fingers here and walk that right foot off to the outside edge of the mat and let the toes fall off to the side. Inhale, reach the fingers further behind you and push that left heel back. Inhale, slowly lift that hand all the way up to the sky, and as you exhale, bring it inside that right foot. Inhale, look forward, lengthen through spine. Exhale, drop the back knee, untuck the toes. So heavy in the hips here. So you should feel it through that left hip flexor. If you want to feel it a little bit more, tuck the toe and walk that knee back, just to feel that lengthening. Weight, push it up and away from the mat with the left hand, and take the right hand up on top of that right thigh, just above the right kneecap. Inhale here. As you exhale, roll onto the outside of that right foot and push the hip open and away, and start to look back behind you towards that left foot on the floor. So you're really pushing into the leg, rolling out with the hip. Good. Beautiful. Strong. Push up and away with that left hand. If you want more, bend that back knee and grab hold of it with that right hand, outside edge of the foot. You can bring that foot into the bottom for a quad stretch, or pushing the foot into the hand for a little bit more strength through the shoulders. So you choose, either bring it in or pulling it away. One more full breath here, inhaling. As you exhale, release that back foot, bring that right hand up and over, back inside that right foot. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale, drop into the hips. So little lizard variation here. You can stay here, you can use a block underneath the hands, or you can start to drop that left forearm to the mat, and then maybe drop the right forearm, or not. So check that the knee, the right knee, is directly under that right heel. And then bring that right knee in, squeeze it into that right shoulder, so you've got a nice strength. But then you're pushing the shoulder into the knee, so you've got a nice connection here. Inhale, lengthen through spine. So try not to dome up through the upper back. You're trying to really push the chest in towards the mat and through to the front of the mat, if that makes sense. So your hips are coming heavier, your tummy is coming towards the floor, the chest is coming through and lengthening through the front of the mat. This is a super strong stretch here. Inhaling and exhaling. Notice if that right knee starts to splay out to the side. If it is, bring it in. Inhaling and exhaling. From here, we're going to tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and if you can, walk that right leg back, coming through to low plank, forearm plank. Strong here, tuck the tailbone, belly to spine, shine those hip creases up to the front, and exhaling, pushing up and away all through the forearms, nice and strong, and exhaling. Dropping to the knees, and then push the hips into the mat, come into Sphinx pose. So push the hips into the mat, lift the chest forward, drop the shoulders from the ears, pushing tops of the feet into the mat, pushing the hips, the quads, everything in the mat, squeezing the glutes. Feel that stretch and release in the lower back. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here as you exhale, lower to the mat, bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes under, power up to plank. Inhale here, exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Again, if you want to drop to child's pose, please do. We're going to take 3 full breaths here. So really take that breath, that inhalation down all the way to the belly. And then as you exhale, release it out maybe through the mouth, Ujjayi breath, or just release it any which way. 2 more breaths, inhaling, exhale, push the hips back a little bit further, releasing the shoulders. Once more, inhale, and exhale. Coming to the other side, inhale, drop the right heel to the mat, lift the left leg to the sky, lifting up, squeezing it up, nice and strong. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it up, center line, really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, drop the foot between the hands, nice and strong, look forward, lengthen forward. Inhale, drop the right knee to the mat, untuck the toes. Right hand to the mat. Inhale, reaching the left hand forward, really forward, up, as high as you can to the sky, reaching up and away. And as you exhale, reach out behind you. Really reach like someone's pulling those fingers away from you. And as you're doing so, you're pushing the hips into the mat, pushing up and away with the mat with the right hand. Inhale here as you exhale, start to walk that left foot off to the outside edge of the mat. So the heel is on the mat, the toes are hanging off. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that hand all the way back over. Take the hand inside that left foot. Set yourself up. Do you need to move that right knee back? If you do, do so now. Push the hips into the mat. Feel that tailbone tuck under. Inhaling. Push the hips, drop into the shoulders, lengthen through the back. Take that dome out of the back. Inhale here. Exhale, take that left hand onto that left thigh, just above the kneecap. Inhale here. As you exhale, start to roll onto the outside edge of that left foot, pushing the knee away, and start to twist the body. So you're rolling through, sending up and looking past that left shoulder. Push the hips. Nice strong stretch. Try not to collapse onto that right hand. Inhale and and exhale. If you want more, release that back hand, bend that knee and grab hold of that foot, bringing the foot to the glute for a quad stretch as before, or pushing the foot into the hand, opening up through the shoulder. Can you twist in it any further? Into it any further. Inhaling, pushing up and away, and maybe twist through the back, looking a little bit further past that left shoulder. One more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, release the foot gently to the floor. Lift that left hand up and over, inside that left foot. Restack here, inhale here, and exhale. Again, if you've got blocks or books or something, you can take it, or drop the right forearm, just maybe one, or join it with the left. Again, push the hips into the mat, lengthen through so you're looking right to the top of the mat. Bring that left knee in towards that left shoulder, squeeze here, breathe here. Heavy with the hips, tuck the tail under. Pull the belly to the spine, drop into the shoulders, lift the chin and the chest towards the top end of the mat. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. This is heavy here, so just breathe into it and exhaling. From here, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee and walk that left leg back into your forearm plank. Strong here, long, lengthen through spine. Pushing up into those elbows, doming through the back body, tuck tailbone, belly to spine, push the heels back, long line from crown to tail, breathe, inhaling. And as you exhale, slowly lower the hips into the mat. Untuck the toes, inhale, come up, Sphinx pose. Tops of the feet push, tops of the shins push, tops of the thighs push, hips push, squeeze. Push up and push the chest up and forward. Feel that lovely lengthen here. Inhaling and exhaling. If you want to take a look over right side and left side, releasing here through the neck, please do. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, lower to mat. Beautiful. Inhale, little baby cobra. Exhale. Inhale, mummy cobra. Exhale. Last time, inhale, cobra. Pause, drop the shoulders, and slowly catch that wave on the exhale and release slowly back to the belly. Bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes under. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, up to plank. Inhale here as you exhale. Up and back, child's pose, beautiful. Drop the knees as wide as the mat, toes to touch, sink back, extended child's pose. Really claw those hands out along the mat. Soften here, heavy with the hips, heavy with the belly, heavy with the chest, heavy with the forehead. And really claw those hands out long here. Feel that nice active stretch through the back and the shoulders. Maybe twisting through the wrists if that's good for you. Just notice how it feels and what you need right now. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more full breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay. When you're ready, up and back, downward facing dog. Have a little pedal, have a little sway. Breathing here. Dropping into the shoulders. Notice how that feels. And then when you're ready, inhale here. As you exhale, right leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it. Step through between the hands. Back foot 45, strong here. Pushing through the top of the right foot. Inhale, power up, warrior 1. Set yourself up, check your setup, check your alignment. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, open those hands, big beach ball. Push the hips forward, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders together, lift the chest and the chin to the sky. Feel that opening here. Inhale, reach fingers to the sky. Exhale, beach ball, maybe come down a little bit lower in your lunge. Gorgeous. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Exhale, beach ball, open. Can you take a little bit further back, bend here, really opening up that chest, big arms for here. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, release the hands behind the back. Interlace, drop the shoulders, knuckles send to the floor. Maybe palms to touch, lift up through that chest. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, release the hands all the way back up to the sky. Maybe close the eyes. Notice the tingle in the arms, in the shoulders, the strength in the legs. Breathing here, inhaling. As you exhale, bring the hands through heart center. Inhale here. As you exhale, lift the back heel, come into high lunge. Tuck the tailbone under, nice and strong, lift up through the chest. We're going to inhale here, we're going to tip forward so the weight comes onto the front foot, lifting that back leg into warrior three. Rolling the hip into the mat, so the left hip rolls to the mat, lift the thumbs to the sternum, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, as you exhale, send the right fingers to the floor, open the left to the sky like you're drawing back a bow and arrow. As you're doing so, you're starting to tip open that left hip, come into floating half moon. Breathe, inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here, inhaling. As you exhale, start to bring the knee to the nose, bring the hands back to sternum. If you need to tap down, please do. If not, slowly control, bring the knee all the way up to the navel. Tuck the tailbone under, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, hands to the heavens. Exhale, open them wide and open the knee wide to the side. Palms face forward, thumbs to the sky. Inhale and exhale. If you want more, grab hold of that left thigh, lift, or grab hold of the shin or the big toe. You choose. Strong. Tuck the tailbone under, lengthen through the spine. Inhale. If you want a little bit more, exhale, push the heel away, lengthen that leg, and bring that foot back. Strong control. If you need to just take hold of that thigh, please do. Inhale, release the foot if you're grabbing the toe, bring the knee back to navel, hands to sternum. Inhale, reach to the sky, exhale, foot to floor, release the hands. Good. Inhale, lift into the sky. Exhale, swan dive, little vinyasa in the middle. Inhale, halfway lift. You choose hands to thighs or shins or floor. Exhale to the mat. Step, hop or jump to plank. Knees or toes, chaturanga. Control and strong. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. Okay, so little balance flow in there. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And as you know, if you do it one side, we have to do the other. Inhale and exhale. Drop the right heel to the mat. Inhale, left leg to sky. Strong, controlled, lift up. Maybe the belly can come a little closer to the top of that thigh. Exhale, knee to nose. Lift it, squeeze it. Step through between the hands. Back foot 45. So set yourself up from the ground up. Get your foundation strong. Strong, pushing in that left sole of the foot. Lift yourself all the way up to warrior one. Inhale, exhaling. So set yourself up nice and strong. Can you come any lower? Can that left thigh come parallel to the floor? You know the score. Can that left hip scissor back further? Can the right hip roll forward? biceps by ears. Inhale, fingers to sky. Exhale, big beach ball. Lift the chest, the chin to the sky. Pinch the shoulder blades together. So it's not cactus arms, your arms are wide. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Keep low in the legs. Exhale, beach ball, but come a little bit lower if you can. Good. Once more, inhale, fingers to sky. Exhale, big beach ball. Inhale here as you exhale, interlace. Palms, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Send the knuckles to the floor. Lift the chest. Pinch shoulder blades. Can you bring the palms together? Lift the hands to the chest. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Maybe close the eyes just for a beat and exhale. Release the fingers all the way, hands up to the sky. Lift the back heel, high lunge, drop in. Tuck the tailbone under. Take that curve out of the lower back. Sink into the legs. Inhale. Just move back a bit and exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to thumbs to sternum. Hands to heart center. Inhale, tip forward onto the front leg. Lift up the back leg, warrior three. Roll the hip down towards the mat, the right hip. Lift the heel to the sky. Inhaling and exhaling. Take a micro bend in that standing leg if you wish. Or just keep the toes just hovering on the floor. Options for all. One more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to lengthen the left fingers to the floor. Open the right to the sky, like you're pulling back that bow and arrow. Rolling that right hip up to the sky, flexing that foot. Floating half moon. Let me see you. Good. So open up the hip. Check it's nice and strong. So you can have the fingers hovering on the floor, or fingers to floor, fingers to a block. And then really try and reach those right fingers to the sky like you're pulling away from you, and then lifting up through the core, through the center line. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here. As you exhale, start to bring the knee up towards the navel, hands to heart center. Standing Tadasana, one-legged Tadasana here. Tuck the tailbone under, belly to spine. Spread that weight in that standing leg. Inhale, hands to the heavens. Exhale, open them to the side and open the knee to the side. Open the wide. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Strong. Tuck the tailbone, drop the shoulders. Options, take the right hand to that thigh. Lift up and away. Take the hand to the shin. Lift up. Or take those peace fingers to the big toe. Before you do anything, reset, stack, roll the shoulders, tuck the tailbone. If you need to drop down, drop down. Breathe, don't hold the breath, it's all with the breath. And then if you want to extend, inhale to prepare, exhale, push the heel away, and then pull that leg back. We're all wobbly today. Notice, breathe, strengthen. Good. Come out into it if you've fallen out of it, just for one more breath. And then slowly release, knee back to chest, hands to heart. Settle. Inhale, hands to the heavens. Exhale, surround and take the foot to the floor. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Last vinyasa. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hop, step or jump to plank. Elbows in, knees or toes, chaturanga. Control, up dog or cobra. Downward dog. Beautiful. Drop the knees in the center of the mat. Untuck the toes. Slide the hands all the way down the mat. Flip the palms. Balasana, child's pose. Release the breath. Out through the mouth. Big breath here. Exhale.
Out through the mouth, let go of any tension, strengthen. I thought my words are all mixed up. You know what I mean. Notice the sound of the breath here in this little cave that you've created. Maybe rock through the hips, rock through the forehead, releasing the shoulders away from the spine. And just think, wow, what just happened? What did I just do? Or more to the point, what did my amazing body just do? Take a moment to honour the body. An amazing body, that's what it does for us. We only get one body, so we need to make the most of it. But to be grateful for what it does for us. So slowly take the hands underneath the shoulders and push yourself up. We're going to sit in hero's pose. So sit back. And if this is not a pose that's comfortable for you, take a seat on the bottom, absolutely no problem. And then lift the hands up to the sky. And as you exhale, take the hands, palms up to the legs. Lift the shoulders up and back and down. Tuck the tailbone under and release. Maybe close down those eyes for a moment. And notice how it feels here. Releasing and letting go. One more breath here. Slowing everything down. Inhale the palms to the heavens. Exhale, twist to the left. Same thing as we did in the beginning. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Push the belly out. Exhale, twist, pull the belly to the spine. Maybe you can twist a little bit more now, as you're all nice and warm. So taking that seated twist. Any point you're in hero pose and you're uncomfortable, take a switch. Swish the legs to one side and take a seat. Inhale, both hands to center, all the way to the heavens. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen through spine, push the belly out, take the breath all the way down. Exhale, belly to spine, journey into the twist. Beautiful. One more breath. Inhaling. And exhale, twist. Inhale, the hands to the heavens. Exhale, hands through heart center. Just drop the chin to the chest, nod the shoulders. Release here through the shoulders, the back. Maybe rock the head side to side. Just listen to your body. Notice what it feels good for you. And then slowly bring the hands to the floor. Spin the wet legs to one side. Take a seat. Lower yourself back down onto the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock through the hips. And then take a little baby, happy baby here. Grab hold of the outside edges of the feet. Bring the knees in towards the armpits. And really push that tailbone down to the floor. So nice 90-degree angle with those legs here. Walk those shoulder blades down the back. And maybe in together a little bit so you're really opening up through the chest. Inhale, push the heels into the hands. Exhale, pull the heels down into the armpits. One more breath, heels to hands. Exhale, pulling it down. Feel that stretch here. Breathing. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Releasing the feet, hug the knees into the chest. Maybe take Supta Baddha Konasana, recline cobbler if that's good for you. Maybe releasing those hip flexors, take a little gentle massage with the heel of the hand and the tops of the hip flexors if they're feeling a little sore. And then maybe take those hands, interlace them behind the head, make yourself a little hammock for the head. And let those elbows fall wide. Lift the chest and bring the shoulder blades in together. Tuck the tailbone under, pushing the lower back into the mat. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, let those knees fall wider. Inhaling, feel the body lift and rise. Exhale, release, close down the eyes, releasing any tension or stress. If this position is uncomfortable for you, just take the hands to the outside of the knees and bring them in together and lengthen them along the mat. But if not, just use your exhales here to release those knees a little bit further. Opening up the chest, opening up the hips. It can sometimes be seen as a very vulnerable pose, but in your own space, you can take this opportunity for it just to release anything bad that's hanging around, any bad feeling, any bad tension, anything that you're holding on to that is no longer serving you. Just open up the heart, open up the hips, open up the belly, and just release it and let go. Maybe there is something that's stressing you out or worrying you, just visualize that. And then take a really big inhale in, fill the whole body as much as you can, like you're trying to fill up the balloon as full as you can. Visualize that thing. And as you exhale, release the breath and let it all float through you, and release that tension and that worry, and let it just float through the body into the floor and away from you. Release it and just let it go, as if it is already gone. Just release the breath, don't control it. Just take a few more moments here of stillness and calm. Maybe release the hands from behind the head and bring the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. As you inhale, feel that breath filling the heart and the belly. And as you exhale, release and let go. Surrender to the mat. Surrender to the flow. Maybe feel that heart pulsing beneath the palm. And feel the heat that's generating through the palms, creating that powerful circuit between the two thinking centers. We think with our heart or the mind and our gut. So creating that conscious circuit here. And if at any point you feel worried or stressed, just slow down the breath. Take a moment to notice the breath, the body, your surroundings. Start to listen to the birds tweeting, the clouds floating by, the blue sky, and center yourself again. Release the hands, take them to the outside edges of those thighs, and bring the knees together like you're closing that book. Walk those ankles out along the mat, lengthen there, and reach those fingers up and above the head. Take a full body stretch, pointing through with the fingers and the toes. Really reach here. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a really big hug. Rock through the lower back, releasing through the knees, the hips. And then come to rest on your right hand side. Pause here a moment. And then, keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up to seated with the palms of your hands open to receive.
body settle. We're going to take 3 breaths together, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath, inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhalation, sweep your palms to the heavens, join in prayer. And as you exhale, bring your palms to your third eye for clear vision, to your mouth for the truth, and to your heart center for love and for life. Namaste.